The sound of silence.
Hey, okay, we'll try that now.
Hello.
Howdy.
It's a me.
Imagine wanting to hear a stream in current year. Exactly.
Imagine wanting to hear a stream in the modern era of streaming.
So that's my apologies. I turned down the volume on the technical issue page, and that controls everything in OBS. So duly noted.
Yeah, so what we're doing today is Sprocket. We haven't
Yep.
played Sprocket in a while.
In a long, long while.
In a long while. And there are two scenarios. One is mid-war and the other is interwar. I think we should do. We should do
yeah.
interwar.
There's that abomination that the BPL
The long boy.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot about that, and I'm still trying to.
Well, I'm trying to remember. It's R for rotation. There we go. Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that! Look at that tank.
Yeah, the concept
Lord.
of operations here was to make a survivable but long tank, and skinny, the skinniest I could.
Yeah, that was.
So here's my crew.
Oh yeah, the crew. Oh, boy.
So driver, loader, gunner, and vehicle commander. And we decided to go with the 22 long rifle again.
Of course, a proven gun and platform.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's what the BPL does in its spare time.
Yeah. The Human Centipede Armored Edition.
You're
not wrong.
It's angry about the breach.
You know, of all the things that to be angered about, the breach. Indeed. Of all the things to be angry about. Good Lord. This thing is a absolute... I mean, ugh.
What? This one ain't my fault, man.
It ain't your fault.
It ain't me. This is the people.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's start over. And let's let chat help us here, all right? Let's let chat be our design by committee and see how far to hell we go with our intentions. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
And we called it the updoot because it's arrow shaped from the front. All right.
Oh God. Okay, so what they're saying is, chat wants Wide Tom's bean tank. They want a wide boy.
They want a wide boy. Okay.
The committee has decided upon a wide tank. Actually, we can set up polls, can't we? Can't we set up stream polls?
How, but we can.
Ah, boy, we could set up some stream polls. Let me see, because community do /poll. Okay, watch /poll. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, it says open the menu to set up a poll. Open a setup menu. Okay.
Is the 22 long rifle still rimfire? Naturally. The external MG, it's for infantry to defend the tank.
Yeah. It says open a setup menu, but I'm not getting it open.
Oh.
Come on. Oh, there it is. All right.
35.
Okay.
Okay.
What suspension? Wide. Very wide. Oh Lord, it's wide Tom and normal. Okay. And it's 69 goob per vote. And the duration will be you know what, we're gonna just set this. There we go.
Alright.
Here we go. What suspension? Alright, we're doing design by committee. Begin committee. Begin industrial base. Commence voting. Commence your votes, industrial base. Use that graft.
The Supreme Soviet has decided that we must tonk.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
What tonk?
Look at the vote. the votes are streaming in. Normal
Oh,
has 0% of the vote. Wide has 0% of the vote. Very wide has 17% of the vote. Oh Lord, it's wide Tom. 83% of the vote.
yeah. Oh, I mean, we're only a quarter of the way into it, so we'll let that percolate.
Yeah, we'll let that percolate and start,
But I
deciding.
kind of see the direction things are going.
I
So
see
let
the
me.
direction. So what is the next question we'll have to do? We'll have to do gun. Should we do
No, how
like
many turrets?
oh, how many turrets? Excellent. That should be a question. Why is no? It's horrible. Just imagine going to the committee. And how many turrets would you like? And some guy just yells out 7 without saying anything. Brought brought before the committee 7.
Let's see. So
All right.
while we're getting our first vote out of the way,
Yeah, we're doing
um,
okay. So we're gonna have to do number of turrets. We're gonna have to do height. So is this going to be like a minimal profile wide boy, or is this going to be like a
yeah.
as
Have
tall as?
have we shown all of my
Yeah,
shit?
let's browse some of the older things just so
Yeah.
people know what kind of absurdity is real and possible.
So this started with the very busy Tank Man, which was
Ah
the
yes, ah yes.
Pfannkuchen Kurz, which of course is not supported by the internals update.
Oh yeah.
So with the internals update, I then began with the bathtub, which, uh, because this is technically out of year range, it's fucking with things. But this was the basic design of the bathtub. Just to figure out how things got placed.
I just love it. It's like a wheelbarrow that someone put a gun in.
And then I enclosed, so that the guy can have a little bit of top protection.
Oh, of course, a little bit.
A little
Just
bit.
enough to have a grenade pop in. You know?
Um, and then I think, the coffin is the next one. Which is the one that showed up in the Tex Talks Battletech short and a couple
That
other
was
places.
that was horrible. That
Yeah.
that was
This
that
thing
one was not
is
good.
something.
Yeah, that one works. I mean,
Yeah,
but that
and
oh
it's the first iteration of the 22 long rifle.
yeah, that's the one that
Oh,
proved the
look at
gun
them
worked.
running to their death. They're
Oh
so
my
cheap
god.
that the game will build like 8 million of them.
Yeah, so they just go for it and explode. Oh yeah, and just ram into each other. Good job. Excellent job. What a wonderful, wonderful machine.
God, the game really did build like a dozen of these.
Oh God. Oh my God.
So
And thank you
that's
guys
our
for.
adversary is a mix of interwar tanks, including a Char 2B, who's kind of a bitch to take out.
I understand. The poll has ended. They voted for "Oh Lord, It's Wide Tom,"
By how
and
much
people have
percent?
by all of it. It's like by 80%. Over 80% of the people wanted that. They
Oh,
insisted
look
on
at
it.
them all. They're all dead.
Well, that's because they're made out of paper. As well, people have been thanking us for all the charity fundraising, which is our pleasure, of course.
Yeah.
Let's see, poll. Okay, then I
And
just
then
hit it again.
here's our internals on this one. The world's smallest production V16 engine. Right there. At, I believe, a third of a liter.
Oh no.
So yeah, this was a pioneering design to be sure. And then I began to think, well, what if we did an auto turret, an auto loader,
Oh yes.
but they don't have auto loaders in this game. So I thought, okay, let's work with what they give us here. And this is the M1 TTB at home. The TTB was the tank test bed.
Oh
Which
yes.
was an attempt to put a remote autoloader turret on an M1 Abrams. This is a fairly conventional tank. We've got driver and I forget what that other guy does. Whole machine gunner, I guess. Vehicle commander.
Yeah.
He's something.
Yeah, he's a guy.
We got a massive engine, which I'm actually quite happy with.
Oh, what's those things in the turret up there?
Oh yeah. So that's Mr. Auto and Mr. Loader.
Oh,
They one fires the gun and one loads the gun.
good God.
They are the autoloader system.
Please don't clip these. I don't want people to judge this channel based on this.
Yeah, they're encased in about 4 inches of steel armor. There is a little door here, which allows for the loading of munitions and the feeding of the autoloader.
Auto and loader.
Auto and loader, yes. Which is which? I don't know. They won't tell me.
Horrifying.
Yeah. So this thing is actually kind of a mean little tank.
I just...
It's normally faster than this, but it's been redone in interwar technology. So.
Sure. I'm letting people vote now for how tall.
Okay.
Low profile.
And the legs
normal
get reattached
profile.
after the war. They don't survive this war.
No, they don't. Low profile, normal profile, tall boy, and to the moon are options.
Auto and loader are much happier this way. If they could tell you, they would. However, their jaws were not required for their service. So, yeah, this thing just kind of sits here and tanks rounds. So yeah, that's where we sit today. That is the apex of Deputy Tonk technology. Is relatively normal looking tanks filled with horrors beyond most people's convention. Alright, so. But we're going to have plenty of space. We won't need to crunch anybody up on this one. The VA has denied your claim for nerve damage.
Yeah, it's not related. Okay, this vote's about to end. So people are insisting on the widest possible. It looks like low profile is going to win. All right. So people are liking the square.
Yeah, low profile and wide.
That's hey, people. This is the committee. This is the committee. The committee is doing its work. Oh, here comes that train. Fuck that train. I hate it. Okay, let's see. What's next? What is next? All right, so wide and flat is what people are wanting. Low profile has won. 57% wanted low profile. All right, now we have to do our third poll, okay, which is very important. Okay. How many turrets? 1, 2, 4, 7.
The Chody Tank Project. I want to recreate the Chody in this.
I think that would be actually pretty cool. All right, how many turrets has been put up? Their options are 1, 2, 4, 7, and surprise me.
Okay, I'm visualizing. With the turret question, I can begin designing.
Okay. Why not 0 turrets? Well, that will be covered under surprise me. Zero turrets falls under surprise me, where we could just put a gun on each facing. You know, no turrets, just four faces. Uh, this thing is horrible.
What?
Just imagine this thing driving over a hill and rattling, or the wind picking up and it flaps like a piece of sheet metal. This is getting nuts.
You know what? Yeah, I've never done a frontal transmission tank. Let's do that.
Oh God. All right. Surprise Me seems to be winning so far. Second place is 7. So very, very. No one is interested in one turret.
Nobody's
No
interested
one.
in one turret. Okay.
Two people are interested in 2 turrets, and 4 people are interested in 4 turrets. 13 people are interested in 7 turrets. 72 people are interested in Surprise Me.
Okay. All right.
That's
I
a lot
think
of
we
votes
can-
for let the artist paint whatever their brush may will.
I suppose I have no choice then but to surprise these people.
I think that is what people want. You know?
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh God.
We're,
This is
we're gonna have just a ginormous fucking.
Surprise Me has won. All right. All right. And Surprise Me. So far we're doing what we got to do. And I'm going to ask one more question. That's going to be very
Okay.
important. All right. Okay. One more question. That should be very informative.
We'll do that just so that we can see what we're working with down here.
Okay.
All right. I know what we're doing. Kick that in. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I've asked for what kind of armament. Main armament: short and wide, normal gun, long gun, 22 long rifle, and longest gun.
Okay. That's a reasonable ask.
Yeah, just seeing what people are doing here.
Yeah, getting the uh okay, you know what? Yeah. No, the rollers. We don't need rollers where we're going.
Oh my God.
Uh, do this entirely with track tension.
So far, some people are interested in normal gun. A lot of people are interested in longest gun. Like a lot of people, it seems, are very interested in the longest possible thing.
The longest possible gun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching this unfold, and
All right, so yeah, we're gonna do a Sherman style.
Sherman style.
Yeah, with the frontal transmission.
Uh huh.
But instead, we're putting a big wheel on the front,
Uh huh.
so that it's really good at climbing stuff.
Big wheel.
Big wheel for climbing. We're
All
climbing
right.
fools. Um,
So I've not heard of this technology, big wheel.
yeah. Well, did you ever have one of the big wheels when you were a kid, where like it's like
Yes.
a bicycle, but you've got the big wheel?
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Oh boy. So we're definitely all right.
Yeah, yeah. Um, which I think will give it a nice, impressive looking squad as well.
So we're gonna do that tank lean. All right.
Yeah, we're going for probably reverse cockroach on those.
Good Christ.
What? And we are so part of the reason we're doing this is we need to clear the tank ramps. Because otherwise, if we get high centered on those, we're dead in the water before we start. Yeah, we need 6. No, 4 is the most it'll let me do. We need 4 stacked road wheels on each axle. That is very German. Um,
I, I mean, if you showed this to Rheinmetall, I think they'd just start howling.
maybe, but that's not my
They'd be like,
problem.
they would sound like the ape exhibit if you ran current through it. Just, I don't think they'd be happy.
And we'll figure the rest of this out later.
I don't think that's safe.
What do you mean?
I, we'll figure this out later.
Yeah, yeah.
This is cursed.
No, this is fine.
Ugh. See, we gave it the idea of what we're doing here, and now it's just going to get really a lot worse, I think.
There we go.
This is going to continue to get worse and worse and worse.
This will be fine. I've done worse things to better people.
That's not reassuring, though, that statement.
How not?
I've done worse things to good people. What?
I said to better people.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That doesn't make me nervous.
I need these rollers on the slant. There we go. Now, yeah, nope. Just like that. Way to set rollers. Ooh. Let me.
Oh, boy.
What?
I just keep getting nervous. Because at first, the big wheel keeps getting bigger.
The big wheel's already at its max scale, okay? So you don't have to
Yeah,
worry
that's
about
that's
that.
what I'm worried about. We haven't even begun the cancer, and it's like, well, I've made it as big as it can be, and I'm just like, I'm just hearing like transmission grinding noises in my head.
No, the transmission will handle this just fine. It will be designed for this purpose, even.
Good Christ!
All right. So we gotta bring the tank bottom down. Right around there.
Big wheel keeps on turning. You know, if you made the front into a really sharp wedge, where the back was really quite tall, but the front was just one long wedge, this tank would be really hard to shoot.
It
Like they'd
would.
shoot it and the bullets would just shatter, like, or they would get cut in half.
We could. Hmm. This is looking very Lehman Russ actually.
This is looking like something that would cost $200 at Games Workshop, as it is right now. Like without the art, without the turret or anything, that would be another kit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be another kit.
And there would be a Shapeways model kit to put a normal size sprocket on it. That the fans put together and kit bashed, and there's like 5 cease and desists on the way already for it.
There are 5 cease and desists on that, and it's not tournament legal.
Yes.
Like the tournament guy at the Games Workshop tournament will come over and stomp your models.
He's got a bounty out for model stomping. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I will have to do a frontal transmission later.
Oh yeah, we'll just put the problems later, the ones that'll cripple us.
That will cripple us?
This is gonna cripple us.
No,
This,
we'll be fine.
I'm just like in my head, I'm seeing this tank just uncontrollably slide down a dune and destroy everything at the bottom of the dune, and then we all just clap because we're gonna just pretend that like that was our goal.
What do you mean?
Like, oh yeah, that's what we meant to do.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
This seems like a tank that would be in the history books under like design failures of the 1930s.
Think so?
No, it would not make it to that book. You'd have to get it made to make it to that book.
Wow, that was a hell of a hit when it landed in the fan there. But that appears barely to clear the ramp, so we're good to go.
We are good to go. Clears the ramp. First test complete.
It's the way of the world. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't have to be here, I guess.
If you don't like it, leave it, right?
You are my friend, so I would be sad if you left.
I'm gonna. That makes me sad. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hope for the best. Now remember, they said surprise me when it came down to the turrets.
Yes.
And then
The turret's surprisey.
yes, just kind of low profile and as wide as possible. I mean, those are very kind of loose requirements.
Yeah, there we go. That's a sand ladder if ever I saw one.
I just
What?
I
What are you angry about now?
you know sometimes you see a piece of food and you don't have to eat it and you already get indigestion. That's what this design is doing.
I don't see how. This design is fine.
This design is fine. All right. That's fine.
It's not great. It's fine.
It's not terrible.
Alright. Bump. Control. Nope. How do I do this again?
Oh my god. What's with the negative waves, Tex? I'm sorry. It's been a long work week, you know?
Ba, ba, ba.
Da 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 da.
I think it's shift. Some way to do this.
Watch this be powered by like a 60 horsepower engine.
Do you want to? I can get Briggs and Stratton on this.
I would really rather not.
Why not?
We have to fight the enemy. We can't just hope they run out of fuel.
Yeah, you're right there. They do have enough fuel to reach the end of the scenario.
Yeah. The enemy will come to us if we don't go to them.
Oh no, they'll just drive by and ignore us. Their goal is to get off the map.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, they do not give three shits about us. Unless we try to stop them.
Well, I mean, that should be our job of our army, you know?
And boy, I'm in a stopping mood.
Oh, God. This
Okay,
thing...
That fixed it.
I fixed
made a
it.
hole in the armor while trying to reduce the number of stupid, unnecessary faces.
Unnecessary faces, got it.
Unnecessary faces.
Uh-huh.
You think they were necessary? I can put them back.
No, I don't think any of these are necessary.
Good.
I mean, as long as they cover the parts that are inside, like the people, you know?
Well, people are our profession, or something.
People are our profession. That's a saying. I'm not sure how this is all gonna work out.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, okay, I see where you're going with these shapes. They're
Yeah,
exciting shapes.
I'm
like
glad
them.
you find them exciting.
I do find these shapes exciting.
Because I think I'm taking a BattleBots approach to this.
A BattleBots approach, like what? Flail around in the cube and then stop working?
Well, yes, that. But explicitly that while also being wedge shaped, so I'm hard to flip.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's time to go internal.
You know, it might be.
All right, so we got space to work with here.
All right, now I do have to apologize, but I did tell you prior to the
Yes,
stream
you
that I have
gotta
to drop
actually
out
go.
at a certain point today. My apologies to everyone. However, I need chat to please keep an eye on Dep and to please encourage him to do good work.
No replacement for displacement.
Oh my god, I just don't want to see 85 bodies jammed into the corner. All right, I will be watching this.
Well,
okay.
If I'm not up to snuff, then you can yell at me from a distance.
I will. I fucking will. Chat, you have to keep Dep on task, please.
All right. I think we can get
If you
on
can't
this.
stop him, what do you think we can? Asks Chat.
That's an excellent point, actually.
Okay, that's fair. All right, see you guys later, and have a very good weekend.
Yeah, have a good one, Tex.
Indeed. Later.
See ya. Encourage Dep to Dep? I mean, if you must. I think we're gonna do a longitudinal engine like a 1992 Chevy Lumina. Oh, look at that. Just barely pokes out the top. That's perfect. We'll go ahead and put the carbs and the intakes out the top so that people know she's got some horses under the hood. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's peak tank design right there. Um, I could knock out his power to save humanity if needed. Needs more unprotected chain drive. The air intake's outside where it should be. Oh god, we've got a hype train. Fine. Alright. It's sticking out of the bottom a little bit. You know what? An exposed flywheel and oil pan's acceptable, I think. What about you guys? That's fine. Who attacks the bottom? Exactly. Exactly. You get it. Alright. I think we've got room for a twin transmission powertrain. Yeah, I think we do. Look at that. That's how drive shafts work. Absolutely no unnecessary stresses on that. Make it an inline 12 to save space. I think it'll only let me do V engines at this point. Although if they let me do some other stuff, we're we're gonna do a boxer engine like Tiger 2 just to see what it would do. Alright, I think I got that sorted. Now we need a fuel tank. And we don't need that mirrored. Da, 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 da. Now, perfect. That gives us what? 782 liters. That's a 300-gallon tank. 200-gallon. Yeah, a little bit under 200 gallons. That's fine. U joints exist for a reason. Mechanics really happy about that transmission. Remember to grease the CV joints with each refill? We'll put a hatch for that maintenance specifically. Hey, howdy, Blue. The fuel tank makes an excellent seat as long as your crew is brave. Indeed, it does. Speaking of the crew, I think that it is time. I was afraid of that. All right, brother. Now, because of the unique and interesting angles here, I'm gonna need you. Boop, boop, boop. Nope. Right there, brother. It's good enough for me. All right. Yeah, there we go. Can he pilot while laying on his stomach? He can and will, because of the wedge shape of the tank. He's got to fit under that front and top armor combined. So, operates manual turn signals. Yeah, Leopard 2 Euro power pack concept being turned 90 degrees in the engine bay. It's happened before. Transverse isn't unheard of. It's just unusual in armor. Armor tends to give you enough room, or you've planned which engine you're going to use in such a way that you don't have to get coy with engine space quite the same way. Yeah. It doesn't look good, brother. All right, stop that. I need you to lower that arm. Nope. Fuck. I fucked it. That's good enough for me. Yep. All right. Well, that would be an interesting position, but we're not going to do that to you. Quite. And we're going to stick him way over here so that he can listen to the track slap against the side of the tank the entire time he's driving. Keep him awake. And also out of the way of the absurdly sized gun we're probably going to put in this thing. Don't want him connecting with the torsion bar. That would be a no-no. And you are a driver, so drive. It's a shame you can't limit your tank crew height a la the Soviet Union. 150 centimeter or go home. Can I scale him? I can scale him. Oh my god, I could make him short. Oh, no, maybe I can't. It technically allows me to scale him, I think. But no functional change. I think Tex will be very disappointed in your design. Tex knew where this was going, okay? He can play coy all he wants, but this was always in the offing. Okay. Now the question becomes, turrets or no turrets? Casemate? Turrets? All the turrets. You guys voted surprise me. Which I kind of wish he'd left out, but we could. Ooh. The battle butt shape implies the need for a hammer or saw. That is an excellent point. That actually covers all of the landing driving gear. Okay. Let's work on firepower. Okay, I need a mantlet here. God damn it. There we go. That looks like it approximately, not quite. Okay. Kick it out further. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Almost a dead-on match to our angle. That looks exceptionally natural, right? Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. What's the biggest caliber you can put in there? Can you mount a Gustav in the hole? Not without editing some text files. But we can go pretty large and powerful. Well, I mean, 250 millimeter. It's giving us nothing for muzzle velocity, though. Now 4 more. How does that gun? Well, we will see. I don't anticipate that we're going to get very much for Alright, so right there is where that And they're all recoil segments. Okay. Hmm. Um. We need a cannon big enough to double as an ingress hatch. Yeah. Well, the driver's fine. He's taking a nap. What about the same questionnaire? An odd-sized shell that only this tank uses. Okay. I can do that. We'll go with the 178 millimeter. Nobody's stupid enough to make cannons that size except me. Yeah. It's got a got a 6.4 meter long bore. Ugh. No. Yes. Yeah. 4. 4 and 4. Length of section 1. Ooh, okay. That's the way they want to. We don't need to worry about blowing out the barrel, so we'll just leave it nice and thin, like a PVC pipe. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so this will be one of several guns on the tank, I think. I think children could crawl up that, don't you? With its paper thin barrel. Ah, yes, 1 millimeter thick interwar steel will hold a 178 millimeter shell. We'll add armor as the last step. I mean, we're already at the weight of a. I think that's a Tiger 1. Barrel bends as child sits on the gun. Well, these are definitely going to end up as like playground equipment. So yeah. Okay. So we need. Yeah, we need one of yous. Now why? It won't even. Oh, good God! Yeah. Oh, good Lord. The standard size of munition wouldn't even load in. There was zero capacity on it. Alright, now we can fit these big boys in here somewhere. Yeah, yeah. And then what's my duplicate? It's Alt. Yeah. That'll be nice. Okay, so we've got we've got Kleinitz Gustav, the gun, as our whole mount casemate, and that will require a loader and a gunner. It will also require a sight. And that sight needs to be long enough that it's not obstructed by the slope. Nope. We'll put it right above the gun. Yeah. So that you know the gunner can just sight down the bore. That is peak tank right there. It's a little bit too low. You can't see over the bore. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Perfect tank right there. All right, so that gives us our gunner location, crew location. He's got to lay on top of the bore here. So Alt. All right, brother. Get in your hole. You know they called the gunner positions on Huey's hell holes, because you couldn't really get out of them once you were in flight, and you just had to kind of sit there and take whatever was thrown at you. I assume that these crew on this, which we'll come up with a name here later, are in a very similar mindset about their crew positions. Nope. Okay, he's phasing through the tank a little bit. And he's good to go. Alright, so that's our gunner. Ba 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 ba. And we need a loader. And you, my friend, you are the lucky crew member here. Go ahead and make sure that he can reach all of his workstation. Look at that. He's got plenty of room. Okay. Transmission. Everything. Alright, let's see if this even drives. Alright, it does do that. But it leaves a lot to be desired on the speed category. Dep, are you making a Hetzer? If the Hetzer was designed by well, by somebody other than who designed it, by Ferdinand Porsche. We'll consider it Hetzer-esque. What if we really crank up hearing here? We'll add a fifth one, yeah. What does that do for us? Nothing. Okay. Oh, upshift at 2000 and it won't reach 2000. Yeah. We'll set the idle a little bit low. Yeah. Or idle a little bit higher. Well, we're doing 20 kilometers an hour. That's probably good enough for what we're doing. I kind of anticipated this thing being a little bit faster, but... Go home, tank, you're drunk. The finest possible powertrain for a 40-ton tank. Where's the exhaust going? Into the vehicle for now, but we're not worried about that yet. All right, let's see what that gets us. All right, markedly worse. Yeah, okay, so go big or go home, I guess. I can't help but feel like it's the big wheel that's doing it. Needs an M45 quad 50 on top for anti-air and infantry. If I could make an M45 in this game, I'm not quite good enough. If I could, I would. We'll upshift it, yeah, we'll upshift it 1500. Downshift only when it goes to idle. We just gotta get good enough for this, right? You know what that looks like? Oh god, it's shifting a lot. Okay. Turn to editor. We need our downshift like really low. Yeah, let's see what this thing sounds like at 200 RPM idle. Goes immediately into 5th gear. No, I fucked it. Howdy! Imagining these being shipped forward to a train car stacked like building blocks. Well, the wedges actually tessellate. Let's see what that does for us. Okay, promising start there. But did we reticulate the splines first? It's an excellent question. I know that I didn't. There we go. Man, it's just jumping immediately into fourth gear. I wonder why it does that. Alright, now we're hovering around second and third. You know what? That's good enough for me. We'll call that a solid tank transmission. So we've got gun, we've got transmission, we got fuel, we got driver. Needs 4 headlights like a 70s muscle car. Can you add more gears? Oh, I can add as many gears as I want, I think. No, I can only add up to 6. Future Albonian, yeah. They won't notice you coming if you're slow enough. Uh... We'll give these guys hatches, don't worry. But that comes later. Still second gear. And it's third gear. Alright, so I think we can only get into the high gears on a downward slope, but yeah, I know, they shot at me. I haven't put any armor on yet. Okay, so I think we're good on that. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. Well, we'll call that good. Okay, yeah, no, this thing is mouse-sized. What we I think need now is we need a pair of Panzer 38T turrets on the top. Yeah. I forget what the button is to view these. Okay. The Friends tank. Which crew member is Roth? There's a big space in the middle. I'm thinking more gun. I was debating a second of our Kleines Gustav guns right there. The central area looks perfect for a Sea Whiz. 40 millimeter Bofors in the turrets. It might not be terrible. Let's see who all we can stuff in here. Well, that one's in the engine. That one might just be for show, or we scooch the engine just a little bit. Ooh, I know what we do with the engine. Everybody knows that these things love being on their side. The V system was actually designed for this exact application. Most people don't realize. Oil getting to all the cylinders? Ain't my problem. I'm not the mechanic. Yeah, look at that. He's got a spinning U-joint 6 inches from his head. Yeah. Perfect. Can you have one engine per track? I don't think so. No. Only the one engine per tank because they hate fun. And I suppose these probably ought to come down out of the basket. Which, let's... Depth of 836. Depth of 853. One of them is deeper than the other. Everybody fights over the left turret because it's easier to work in. Oh, yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, what is the button to center? I really would like to center. E? No. This tank needs convergence at 400 yards. That'll do nicely. We'll have one loader and 2 gunners. Or two loaders and 1 gunner. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Firepower. Give me the cannon. That might be an issue. Issue resolved. Focus, number delete. There we go. I knew it told me the key for that somewhere. Right. Okay, we're gonna have to give these a little bit more depth. Yeah, there we go. Far forward as possible. Barrel segments. Do not bend the barrel. We're not doing Krumlauf unless. Okay, remember magnets work because those rocks still have the gravity in them from before they were mined. Perfectly sensible layout, exactly. We got room actually that we can thicken this boy up. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. All right. You know what? Get out of there. All right, now I need you. Yeah, that's fine. Straighten your feet. Yeah. The way they move is just close enough to being like a nice articulation that it weirds me out a little bit. All right. Good enough for me. You know what? Perfect. Yep, perfect. No notes. Why are you snapping so much? Stand up straight, man. Fine. Lean backward in the turret a little bit. See if I care. Alright. We've got loader 1. Loader 2. You're going to want to be a little bit more in the tank than that. Please keep your hands and legs inside the basket at all times. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. No notes. Ah, like a glove. Okay. Now we just need the ammo. Where's the poop bucket? Can you put 2 more guns facing backwards in the turrets to have a full field of fire? Well, I don't think I have room because of the recoil impulse of these guns. However, I was thinking maybe we could put a very small caliber quad autocannon in here. Yeah, there's no flamethrowers in the game, unfortunately. Let's see. What is 39 by 393? There we go. Where did that go? Nowhere important. That's fine. No, I don't need you to rotate. I need you to duplicate. Everybody likes bending over into the recoil breach to load their ammo, I'm sure. make sure that each of these guys gets some. Oh, now it's decided to put duplication on. Very nice. That's fine. All right. So you are... okay, we're going to have to name this... One and two. This is going to be two. Now, fuck. Undo. Undo? Really? God damn it. I hate the controls of this game sometimes. Yep. See you, Wolf. No, we cannot belt feed these. God, I had that dialed in perfect, too. Yeah, being unable to undo delete is poor design, my humble opinion, but it is what it is. 12 to 12. 15 to 12. Let's see, we went for 39 by 3. Nine by 510. I thought it was 3 something, like 337. Well, no, it was longer than that. Yeah, because we can go all the way up to there. What are you guys centering on? It's not this fucking turret. There we go. How are we doing on time? 6:05? Okay, that's alright. You were very suddenly conflicting with something. Trunnions obstructed. Did not give me that problem last time. I just tuck you in there. Obstruct this. That does not appear to be changing the perceived obstruction. The trunnions. In fact, even removing the guns from the fucking turret. Yeah, I think we've just run into a bug. I believe we've just run into a bug. Okay, let's try this. Let's save this tank. And then let's reload this tank. And it again deleted the fucking guns, but okay. That appears to have resolved that problem. Yes, it resolved that problem. Okay. So, third time's the charm. Good. Okay. There we go. Alright, that looks rather large for what we're doing. Yeah, I've got a guy there. There we go. Buy 638 as the munitions for this. Okay. Will be gun 2. This will be gun 3. Or this will also be gun 2. Yes. We'll make both of those gun 2. So I believe that is keybind group. That's gun 1. This is gun 2. Save. Yes. Okay. Dep, you need some MGs and 5.2 by 68 Mondragon for this. Alright. Num delete. Gets me over here. Firepower. Mantlets. Yeah. Chiho mantlet. There we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Oh, Patrick the gun. Here we go. Yep, these are asymmetric, so I'm going to have to manually place each of them. Alright, there's one. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. That was all centered? Ish. This one needs to come right just a hair. Alright, good enough for me. What if as children the tank is built around them with the only openings for food, waste, ammunition, and fuel? The only mother they know is the tank. Mother tank protects. Mother tank punishes. So we're at 40 tons and we don't have any armor yet. Man, the production line for these must look wild. Yeah. 2 different similar shaped turrets with incompatible turret baskets. 3 different gun types, all with different gun laying drives and optics. Yep. I do have triangles, and the triangles will help. Except when I'm going down, you know, the going down the corner or the slope into the guns. Okay, so we are going to put single firing port right there, and we'll give him one too. Yeah. See, this is starting to look like something. Right. Wait, can those turrets even turn to the sides? Oh god, I hope so. Hmm. That is not a good sign, is it? I don't think I've laid in a turret operator. So that's they can't right now because I haven't given them the crew that will allow that. Okay. Those actually all stacked quite nicely. So what I need now is I need you. Come over here. Be a gunner. Yes, you're colliding with the fuel tank. That is a problem. Alright. They can't stand up in that hatch. That's fine. You're going to be right there. Yeah, right there. Lovely. Right, and you are operator, 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 and operator. That is your function. function. You operate. You operate the gun. Alright. A loader, and you are loader. Nope, not that one. Yes. I think you are laying drive operator because that is aiming. Okay, and now need 2 crew members right here underneath the U joints of doom. You are a turret traverse operator, and you are a turret traverse operator. Can we name the crew with a name and game redeem? I don't know that you can name crew. Yeah, you can't name them. You're going to be on 3. You are going to be on 3. You are going to be on 3. And you're going to be on 3. Now I need some 20 by 400 ammo. Oh, it was close. 20 by 405. It was awful tall ammo. Oh. It's because I've done a giant brick of it. Okay. Okay. I should be able to get at that fine. And I doubt we'll survive long enough to use all that ammo. Yeah. We're good. Okay. So every gun's got the ammo it needs. It drives. We've got turret traverse operators. Did we give you a loader? No, we didn't give you a loader. Okay. No, we did. There's your loader. And you are the laying drive operator. So all we need to do is reassign these guys to the replaced functions. You are unnamed cannon operator. Unnamed cannon operator. You are unnamed... Nope, not that one. You are the other one. You are my laying drive operator. And you are... Okay. Save. Yes. And let's see what she does. Oh, good lord. It clips the track there a little bit. That's fine. Oh no, this is dumb. Oh no. Okay. We've got one gun. I think it's one of these 20 millimeters. That isn't loading for whatever reason. Holy shit! The tank can shoot itself. Yeah. This looks like something out of the Robot Wars show from the 90s. That was my intention. Yeah. Oh my god, even with no armor, we were deflecting some rounds! Oh no! Alright, well we don't need that much fuel. Yeah. So we can scooch those in. But they're inside the tank. Exposing the transmission is probably not something you want to do. I mean, Snake says war has changed, but I don't think it's changed that much. Okay. Let's see. We need an exhaust. Yeah, we'll use the fucking D6 dozer exhaust. I think we only need the one of these. And make it quite tall. Ah, how did it do that? Okay, not quite so tall. No, you're kidding me. Yeah, there we go. Do, 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 do. Go ahead and keep that from hitting the ground. I don't think we need an unditching log on this thing. We certainly look like we're in pretty good shape. We'll give it a fan. But a small one. It sucks air in from exactly off the exhaust. Can you put a blade of crew on the surface? I can strap crew to the outside of the tank. However, doing so would be time consuming. And I'm not sure I've got that in me right now. Yeah, okay. Let's see. crew is going to be where all of our stuff is. Okay. So we'll put a hatch there, and we'll put a different hatch here. Just to differentiate these turrets further and make it so that it's even more difficult to actually, make this thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this turret doesn't get a normal hatch. It gets a Crusader machine gun turret hatch. Off center, of course. Let's see. For the ejecting of the rounds, specifically into the middle of the tank, where it can do the most damage. And again, not mirrored, not on the same side, so that these are even more different. Oh yeah, we need a bunch of headlights. Or do we need one big headlight? How big can I make you? That's a pretty good size, but I think we'd still want two of those. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. And let's rotate it slightly outward. Yeah, okay. My first Pinewood Derby car had much the same profile. Yeah. Have casings just split into the track. It'll give them more traction. Now put a third one opposite the gun. Ooh, okay, yeah. But a normal sized one. And this one's going to be tilted up for air defense. But ever so slightly. Yeah, look at that. The guys at the factory trying to source parts are screaming, why? Can you put someone sitting on the barrel of the gun firing their own separate gun? I would have to, using this weird offshoot of Blender, model the gun myself to make that happen. I could, but we would be here for another 5 hours and I work tonight. How does the driver see? That's an excellent point. The driver probably needs a little driving hole. What for the drive? But we'll make it as hard to hit as possible. That is in no way lined up with the driver. I just kind of guessed where he was, if I'm completely honest. There we go. Yeah, he'll be able to see a bunch out of that. That'll be very useful for him for the driving. Of course, as soon as I fire up Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts to make 45 knot destroyer in 1910, you two are playing Sprocket for landship abominations. Yes, threaded through the steering wheel. I have been nice to this driver. He's laying on his stomach instead of his back. What about giving the non-Crusader machine gun turret a rear-facing machine gun? I think we can do that. Crew. Yeah, there we go. There's a nice little 1919 in its bubble. What for the crew defense? Yeah, I think that works nicely. It keeps anybody from coming up and stealing the exhaust. Let's see. We need something on here to catch fire, of course. Wooden trim vane? I don't know, folks. Is this amphibious? I think it could be if we really wanted it to. Yeah, we'll give it a wooden trim vane. Oh, it's not long enough. Okay. You know what? We'll just give them 2. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, seal the breech of the whole gun and it can forward a few meters. Yeah, exactly. The exhaust is tall enough to be a snorkel, and I think the um, intake is fairly far off the ground as well. Let's use a Steve for scale. Yeah, the intake's about probably 6 feet off the ground. That's plenty for a tank, I think. Okay, so we need some tools mounted somewhere. Yeah, we'll just stick them there. And an unditching cable. I think that goes perfectly good right there. What about some tracks? Ooh, cupolas. Yeah, we'll get rid of that hatch actually. And we'll make that a Sherman style cupola, but really shallow, so that the vision blocks are not very useful. Yeah. Perfect view of the sky. And we'll go ahead and give a Renault style cupola to the Crusader. Oh, no. It's just buried in there. And the design specs for that are for it to be off-center, very slightly. No explanation is ever given from the factory. It just is. Put the fire extinguisher outside, under the tank. The fire extinguisher's outside. Yeah, they've got to get out through these hatches and then crawl down the back to get the fire extinguisher to put out the fire inside the tank. We'll put some stowage hooks there for something. And we'll give it a log. Everybody likes log. Ooh, a fuel port. Yeah, it needs fuel. We'll put that right there, dead in the middle. Nah, I don't think anybody here needs a viewport. We've got cupolas for that. Radiator access? Nah, we'll do that inside the tank. No big deal. Ooh, and an antenna. We'll put it in the middle so that we block our own signals with both turrets. But we're worried. We're worried about people identifying this as a command tank, so we're going to make that shorter. Yeah. There we go. Boom. I think that's what that is. Alright. What are we painting it? It's a log. It's a log. Better than bed. It's good. Exactly. So we've got that, which is nice. It's a little sponge camo. We've got that. And a couple variants. And we can resize all of these. I kinda dig that. Does it come in blue? I think I can make it blue. No, I can only make it red. Oh, wait, hue. Uh, we're kinda... Yeah, there's blue, I think. Yeah, that's as blue as we get. And then it goes back into reds and pinks. There's an RGB tab? Where's the RGB tab at? God, you guys are teaching me so much stuff. Oh, right there. Duh. Yeah, under tint in the middle. Let's see what some of these other ones do with that. Shiny metallic and very saturated. Tiny bit of green in. Yeah. Look at that. Ain't that sharp? now, now that we've chosen that, we've got to give her the old symbol of approval here. Then people got to know what for coming. I think that's big enough that the ISS could identify that that is our tank. Yeah. Yeah. This will be tank number 13. Alright. Go ahead and save that. Yeah. And then the last thing we've got to do, we've got to give this thing some armor. So that's what a penetrating hit from that angle would do to it. I think we can splurge for 100 all around. We got the space internally. All we're gonna do is make it heavier. You know? Oh, we are starting to affect And we'll go for 100 all around. Then I think with 100 millimeters of armor. Yeah. We gotta scooch that just a little bit. Unless... Nope, can't rescale it and make it slightly shorter. Well, that makes it happy. I thought there was a way to increase the armor on parts as well. Counterweight on the main gun barrel to keep this from being a tippy tank. I suppose I didn't actually do that part, did I? Well, trying to remember which part. There we go. Well, actually, we can't lay this gun at all. It obstructs. So that is just fixed. That is a muzzle stamp gun. All of these, yeah, all of these are fine. Okay. I think we are ready for battle. 72 tons. You just have to use a 1920s hydraulic suspension to lift the gun. You're gonna have them against each other in pairs like shoes in a shoebox. Oh, we immediately lost one crew member there. We've lost two. I think the concussions are spalling. One gun's down. Oh, I think all of my crew members are down now. Are your sides armored? I thought they were. Oh my God. Why is it farting? Well, see, that is all the fuel and ammunition cooking off. I did technically immobilize this tank, though, as in it's stuck under my corpse. How many rounds bounced off? Well... So it looks like... It looks like probably it was direct hits on the front there, or on the guns, that were where they started killing crew. Did I remember to armor the top of this thing? Front towards enemy. Why is fire coming out of the intake? Well, because I exploded. That poor little guy is stuck, isn't he? Yep. Look at that. Man, sucks to be him. Okay. Return to the editor. Well, it is now 7, and I do have to go to work here shortly. So that is probably all the iteration I'm going to be doing on this tonight. The rest of the tank corps leaves for the infantry. Yeah. Alright, you all take care. And I will catch up with you later. We may revisit this and try to make this a functional tank. So, alright. Everyone have a good one. 11-man crew. I didn't even count. Good God. Ugh.